Imagine that we could transport ourselves back to when we were 10, any 10-year-old. What advice would you give yourself or others? I had actually had quite a happy childhood after a certain time, not for my first 6 or 7 years. My stepdad, he was great. He used to put me in ties and roll me down hills. Those were good years.
They were indeed. Your jokes, man, they are so bad. They are seriously so bad.
I've never claimed that they were anything but. Look, I expect nothing and I'm still let down. So anyway.
No, that's it. Sets very low standards and constantly fails to achieve them.
So what would you say then to yourself?
I would probably say, don't worry about having to be like everyone else.
Yeah.
You don't have to be that way. There are things that are going to be a little bit different about you by comparison to other people, and don't worry about it. My diary from when I was 10 years old, but I actually do have it. And it is all about how people look at me and feel about me and words that are said to me and the level of angst that it caused when I was a little chap.
Wow.
And I've said, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Sticks and stones. It's some advice that we could give to some 30-year-olds these days.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the way people talk to you.
Yeah.
Just get on with it.
Yeah.
So don't let other people's words define you. You are worth much more than those sort of opinions given about you, especially when you're 10. Kids, man. Right?
I agree with you. I mean, I've put down, it's on my fourth one actually, be authentic, do you. Because don't try and be somebody else, they're already taken. That was
Oscar Wilde.
Yeah. It's like, I don't get this fad at the moment. People are trying to be like everybody else. And
Yeah, I know.
I guess it's why I've never got trends and fashions. I've never been fashionable.
No, you're right, you haven't.
And I'm proud of that. I'm absolutely proud of that.
You have always been somebody who's sort of been a bit edgy, though, haven't you? You might not have been fashionable, but you're a bit edgy. I mean, you are the only person that I know that used to go for a run ashore with a monkey. And I don't mean 500 quid in your pocket.
Yeah, it was a thing I used to put on my arm, and it was I had that. I actually used that at my wedding.
Yeah, do not be defined by what other people say or what they give you as an opinion of yourself. If you're different, don't worry about it. Later on in life, that will be really valuable to you. Thomas Aquinas, that great theologian, says our worth is measured not by what we have, but by what we are.
Yes.
By what we are.
Yeah.
And that's right. You don't need to bend yourself to fit in.
No, be the wind, not the flag.
Oh, I like it. Your uniqueness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your uniqueness is actually part of who you are being called to be. So learn to guard it and grow into it.
Yeah. And I actually do feel for people that grow up and they become aware that they stand out like a sore thumb and then ruin their lives by fitting in. Because it never works. It's like trying to put yourself as a square peg in a round hole.
Yeah. Find your groove and just don't worry about not fitting in with everybody around you and all the rest of it.
Have fun. Crack a joke. If you wake up in the morning and you're not going to have a happy start, your whole day is kind of ruined. So try and get into the mindset of having a reset when you're asleep. Kids can do that quite well, but for some reason, by the time we get to a certain age, probably teenagers, it starts to kick in the hormones, emotions start going wild, and it's a shame that can carry on forever because they just wake up miserable. And no, have fun, have a smile, it makes all the difference.
Absolutely. I would say never grow up.
Well, I've never have.
No,
Physically
your
and mentally.
Your jokes have actually set that standard for us, haven't they? So clearly you have not moved beyond the 10-year-old puerile joke setting.
No, and I never
So you've done very well.
Yeah, I've done well.
And nor should you.
Yeah.
Nor should you.
Yeah.
I think that you should stay jovial and you should have a little bit of fun about you. You can always tell how much fun an adult's got in them when they're in the company of kids. And whether the kids gravitate to them or not.
And pets.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, I find this the church that I pastor, there's a family, they're beautiful kids, and they're really good fun. And they come banging on over to me, running up and saying, "Oh, Steve, Pastor Steve, we're doing this and we're doing that and we're doing the other." And I was like, "Really? Oh, well, that's amazing!" And they're totally animated with it all. And there's other people that they'll sort of skirt around because they think, "Oh, I don't want to talk to that one. They're a bit dour. They're a bit this." So. No, you've got to have fun, maintain that sense of fun. I think that's really important, and especially in the world that we live, where people are so flipping serious about everything.
It's become endemic, hasn't it? It has become.
It's just horrendous. Yeah. It's just line up, man. Have a crack. Just enjoy yourself.
but not at the expense of others. Don't do it maliciously.
No, not maliciously, but you can have a bit of a crack at the expense of others. You just have to choose the right setting when you're in an environment where you can do that. But then for being ripping the crap out of somebody and them not being able to cope with it, that's a very different setting, isn't it? Stay curious.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ask lots of questions, even when it drives the adults bonkers. Why?
Yeah,
Why?
yeah. My
Why?
grandson's
Yeah.
getting to that stage now.
That's right, but ask lots of questions because there's just so much to learn. And learning isn't just about going to a school. Learning is about everything, every interaction. There's just an opportunity for you there. There's an opportunity for you to scratch that itch of curiosity. So be really, really curious about stuff and ask lots and lots of questions. There's a reason for why curiosity exists. It's part of what we are. And so there's something deeply ingrained in us to seek answers and to be curious and to ask questions.
Because you could be a ship in port, but the ship is designed to sail and to weather the storms. So set sail. Stop being safe and not trying to do anything. Be curious. Absolutely. That's a very good one.
Friendships. Choose friends who make you feel strong. Rub alongside people who build into your life, don't suck it out.
Yeah.
Be around friends who build you up, and they don't belittle you, don't make you feel small. And recognise that you don't have to flipping please everybody. Choose really good friends, the right people who like you for whoever you are, whether you're a little bit different, whether you're not. Those people, the ones that just like you for who you are, they're your mates. They're the ones that you'll be in touch with many years down the line.
There's two types of people, radiators and drainers. Surround yourself with radiators. This is language I would never have used as a 10-year-old and probably not till recently. Ignore energy vampires. I don't mean physical vampires. There are people who...
Dementors.
Yeah, they'll just drain
Harry
you.
Potter Dementors.
They belittle you, they'll put you down, they'll undermine you, they'll drain your self-confidence if you're not careful. It makes them feel better, but it's not good for you. So I think you are correct. We have far too many friends, and that was the problem with Facebook.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Probably 2 or 3 throughout your lifetime, you should probably say, I'm lucky if I've had real good friends.
When you're a youngster, if you can learn that you do not have to be pressured by your peers, but you can just have a few good mates who you can wrap around you, you can mutually support each other by bringing out the best in them as they try and bring out the best in you, and you can just be kind to them when they need you to be. I can remember when I was growing up, I had a couple of good mates, and I am probably in touch, not regularly, with one of them. And if I go back to the UK, I would look to see if I could just catch up with him. And I've been mates with him ever since we were little kids. Don't have to please everyone. Choose some good friends and keep a close circle around you.
I would add, be kind and be a friend to yourself.
Oh, yeah.
There's far too many people I've noticed recently, probably because I've become focused on it. As I said, I've gone back into teaching after 6 years away.
Yeah.
COVID has had some effect on people. They seem to be full of self-doubt and loathing, a lot of kids. And I thought, where's that coming from?
You're right about being friendly to other people as well, because I think when you are friendly to other people, then it enables you to have friends, if you can be one.
Yeah.
If you can demonstrate that to somebody else, then people will demonstrate it back to you. Don't be in such a rush to grow up.
Yes.
You might think that everything's going to be wonderful when you become an adult. Trust me, it isn't, and it won't. Really enjoy the growing process. You're 10 years old now. You've got whole life, God willing, ahead of you. So just pace it and allow yourself to dream dreams about the future and have patience as you grow towards them.
That's nice. Dream dreams of the future.
I think you should. Life has got seasons, like the planet has seasons.
Yeah.
So don't rush the growth. Let the life just grow through. Some things you're going to long for are going to only make sense when you're older. Just try and get yourself into a lovely rhythm of being.
I also think that you should be in the now, regardless of what's happening around you. Prepare for the future, but let go of the past, especially if it's been difficult. Release that. There are non-physical cords that pull us back all the time, either to, I should have said that better, or, why did I bother going there for that job, and no, cut it, because it's like a drag parachute. You won't go forward properly.
No, you won't. Having sort of looked at my diaries a little while ago about being 10 years old, one of the biggest things that caused me angst at that time was what football team to support.
Who did you choose in the end?
I was a Chelsea supporter, but my little mate was a supporter of Cambridge United, and he still is a supporter of Cambridge United. He was trying to encourage me to support Cambridge United, and I was very loyal to Chelsea. I was like, no, I don't know. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, and writing all of this stuff down in my diary that I was so concerned that I didn't want to lose my loyalty to Chelsea. But then my mate supports Cambridge United, and I probably need to be a bit more like him because he's such a good footballer and I'm crap. That sort of thing. I stuck with Chelsea.
Well, they've done well. They won the World Club Championship just now in the States, so... In the 70s and 80s, men, especially, to look important, would go around with massive bunches of keys on their belt.
Keys, so many keys. You walk around like you're a flipping jailer. And this swag of keys hanging off your belt. Clink, clink, clink. Yeah, I am very important. Look at all the keys I've got.
In the medieval period, perhaps, if you was like going round, the bellman of London, but not now.
Things do like to make us feel important. I mean, I was speaking on Sunday and I was saying, actually at the end of the day, we all like to feel important, but really, the focus shouldn't be on us. The focus should be elsewhere.
I think a lot of that is fear. Dune has got this wonderful quote. Paul Atreides says, "Fear is the mind killer." And fear sets us back. It gives this crippling doubt. Am I good enough? Therefore, I have to overcompensate.
Yep.
By showing that I'm good enough because I'm the man or I'm the woman. My family and I was travelling around and we went to a cafe. We had this wonderful little black picture and there was just one word in white and it was doubt. But the word UBT was crossed out. So what was left as do. Because this fear that what would people think of me? Or I need to show that I'm better than I am. That just sets you back. It's a fear of failure. It's a fear of showing who you really are. Oh, I can't have fun in front of the plebs. I'm the boss. And that's all to do with doubt. And my tip would be, don't worry about that. Dare to fail. Don't be afraid to show yourself up in front of anybody because you're human. You're not perfect.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think that wearing the mask or whatever it is that you put on in order to try and protect yourself and to pretend that you're something that you're not and to fall over and, just be real. Just be absolutely real with who you are, what you're doing, how you're doing it. Make the most of the people that are around you.
I'd go back and I'd say, look, find out how to deactivate the sock hiding program in the washing machine.
And it'll make you millions because
yeah.
there are so many people that suffer from this same problem.
No, I'd say be prepared to fail regularly. They're not a problem. They're like stepping stones that will get you over to the other shore. I am wise because I have experience. I have experience because I am unwise. It's good to fail. It's good to admit your failures because it makes you a better character. So as a 10-year-old, don't be embarrassed. Don't think you can't talk to anybody about it. Don't hide it away. Some of these things, going into the wrong job, for instance, or making a faux pas here and there, don't worry about it. Just learn from it. And you could be the mentor for somebody, teaching them that later.
As a little nipper, you can easily be derailed by dropping the ball somewhere and by cocking something up. Mistakes aren't failures.
Because you will. You're going to do it.
Well, we're human, right? Everything human fails at some point or another. You always have failures. So, yeah, of course there'll be failures. As long as they're not failures that lead to some sort of your terminal demise, then you're
somebody
right.
else.
They're just lessons. So don't be afraid to try. When I was little, I always used to be really frightened of trying stuff in case I failed. Didn't want to look like a dick.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't try. Get over yourself, just crack on. It's not going to be the end of the world if you do fail.
Absolutely.
When I think back and I look at my little life, times that I was hurt or that I felt down in the mouth about things that were going on, I would tell myself, do not worry about these things because you will get through all of those things. And yes, you may never forget them, but they will add something into your life. If you allow them, they'll become a teacher for you. You're a lot stronger than you think you are, little chap. So don't worry, everything will be all right. Even if the path that you're on suddenly changes, even if people around you do things that you don't like or hurt you, things will get better and things will improve. So use those experiences. And then as you get older, you'll find that your experiences can be of value to somebody else.
Yeah.
As you mentioned earlier about being a mentor, nothing is wasted. Bruce Lee's got a really cool little quote and he says, do not pray for an easy life, pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. I don't know that we should be crying out for an easy weight to be placed upon us. We should be crying out to have the strength and the fortitude to carry whatever weight is placed on our shoulders. Because in the middle of all of those difficult moments, there'll be an opportunity for you somewhere that comes out of all of that.
pursue your passions and be confident regardless. I came across the saying that if you're the smartest one in the room, you need to find a new room.
Yeah,
And that's talking about don't try and be the big I am, because you'll get another room and you won't be. But I've always found it that often it's not that I'm the smartest in the room, but it's probably that I'm the clearest thinking in the room, which is a curse because most people aren't like that and they don't care for it. So be you, regardless, as we said earlier, but pursue your passions. Don't let others diminish what you want. I came home with a trombone and I was just ripped the piss out of by my own folks.
Yeah.
And it put me off learning a musical instrument for life.
Yeah, that's right. And it's really derailing. I used to play the piano. I used to have piano lessons, and it was only because people ripped the pee out of me for playing the piano that I stopped. And I so regret that because I just can't pick it up anymore now. It's such a shame.
Seek change. Be the change. Be innovative, be creative, be the leader, be the Van Gogh that people probably ignore, but you're going to create anyway. You may not see results in your own lifetime. Choose to be innovative, expect not to be heard, because the herd choose not to be innovative. They'll eventually catch up with you, but just do it, be the change, but be the change for good.
And that's a lesson that we can take whether we're 10 years old or whether we're 40 years old or 50 or 60 or however old we are.
Yeah.
I had a moment like that walking the dog, usual sort of route that I walk her, and came round the corner and there's a broken bottle on the side of the road. I said in my head, well, flipping council should do something about that, and I carried on and went home and all the rest of it. 2 days later I was out walking the dog round the same corner, broken bottle's still there, and I thought, for goodness sake, council need to sort that out. And then third time I'm going round walking the dog, same spot, bottle's still there, and I'm just about to say, what a bunch of tossers these council people must be, not sorting this out. The thought hadn't even formed properly in my head, and this little voice says, you do it, you be the change. I think we need to be the ones that step up and step into stuff, because we shouldn't be relying on everybody else to do it for us.
Yeah.
Get support when you can, but crack on otherwise.
Yeah, because if we don't do it, if we just sit back and do nothing, we're just going to waste our life and we'll waste other people's lives. Because sometimes you may be the only one with vision to do it. Chances are, if you're listening to this podcast, you probably will. Don't waste it.
And I think of all of the stuff that you've done over the years, I've done over the years. I think of what we are both currently doing now with these channels that we work on, with the conversations that we have, with the time, the energy, the effort, with the little other projects that we're both working on. Don't waste this time that you've been given.
No.
Maximise it. And that doesn't mean to say burn yourself out, but it means capitalise on the opportunities and see what comes of it. You never know. You just never know.
So if I could go back to my 10-year-old self, I'd pat myself on the back and say, you've had a good innings, you've done well. Look forward to what you're about to do, and don't sweat the small stuff. Focus on what's going to help you in the community, and get Steve to write down that he owes you a pint, and you can pay for it 40 years later.
So that would be about right.
That's right.
That would be about right, Mark. Yep. Don't sweat the small stuff. Everything in life is small stuff. And on that happy note,
Ta-ta for now.
take care, mate. Bye.